Hello, everyone. This is Kaizen Base. Today we will learn about definition of IE target and size of work.
It is essential to keep firmly in mind the definition of the target work itself when using IE. This time, we will learn about the definition of IE target and size of work.
So, let's get started with the lecture.
Well, Mio, this time let's continue to learn about the basics necessary for using IE techniques. First, let's check the target perspective when performing IE analysis.
The target of IE is work, isn't it?
Of course, the work is the target, but it is important to think from a broader perspective. Generally speaking, in work or business, there is a state before work, which refers to related information and input materials, based on which people use machines and tools to convert and output the target objects and information in a necessary way. In fact, everything related to this conversion work is the target of IE. In other words, the targets are man, material, machine, method and information.
This is the perspective of 4M+1I, isn't it?
Let's take a look at some more details. Human motions and postures, human movement route, human operating status, guidance, training and motivation are the targets regarding man. Material arrival status, quantity and transportation route of material, such as products, in-process product and supplies are the targets regarding material. Machine operating status, interlocking or combination status between human and machines are the targets regarding machine. Work procedure, process flow, standardization layout and space are the targets regarding method. Product design, work instructions and various visualizations are the targets regarding information.
Not only the motion itself, IE targets a wide range of things, doesn't it?
Yes, that's why there are various analysis techniques to be used separately. Now let's take a look at the targets regarding time. There is time required per day. The details can be classified into basic production time, time caused by poor product design, time caused by poorly designed production line, time caused by poor work progress, time caused by poor management and time caused by operators' problems. Which do you think is the time that produces added value in this classification?
Only basic production time, isn't it?
That's right, only basic production time actually produces added value. The time caused by poor product design, production line design and work process is called apparent production time. It is caused by insufficient product planning and design consideration, equipment malfunction or poor layout, lack of work instructions, training and standardization. The time caused by poor management and operators' problem is called invalid time. It is caused by lack of guidance, instruction error, material delay, occurrence of absenteeism and lack of motivation. Those bad time periods are the targets of IE.
The time that does not create value will be reduced with the utilization of various IE techniques.
Next, let's take a look at the size of work in IE.
Does work have a size? Shouldn't there be a distinction, like being difficult or easy?
No, this is not about the difficulty level. Let's check some examples. For example, the motions like reaching out for parts and grabbing the parts are regarded as the small units taking only about 0.5 seconds. On the other hand, the motions like assembly and conveyance are regarded as the large units taking tens of seconds. What kind of problems do you think will occur if the way of perception towards small units of work is mixed into large units?
I think the small units will be neglected.
That's right. If small units and large units are mixed, the small units will be neglected, which will deviate from the original purpose of improvement. In order to prevent such things from happening, it is necessary to unify the size of work when performing analysis. Analyzing things of different sizes based on the same hierarchy is one of the mistakes that IE beginners often make. If analysis is conducted regardless of the size, it will cause confusion in the analysis result.
In other words, the level of detail should be clarified when analysis is conducted. Is there any criteria for the size of work?
Yes, there is. Now let's take a look at the perspective of considering the size of work. The smallest category is the third. It is the category of the smallest unit of work and the smallest measurable unit that constitutes elemental work. The second is motion. It is a work stage consisting of a combination of several motions and the smallest unit that can be measured with a stopwatch. The third is elemental work. It is the smallest unit that is completed as a work, and the smallest unit that can specifically evaluate the degree of effort and work results. The fourth is operation. It is a unit that regards a work cycle as completion in one cohesive work in a fixed work area. The fifth is process. It is a complete organized state of the work series in the intermediate stage after several units of work. The sixth is output. It is a unit of organized work duties required to achieve the purpose of completion, and the final output consisting of the accumulation of each process. The time spent in each category is as follows. Motion and third take from 1/100th second to 1 second. Elemental work and operation take from 1 second to tens of seconds. The output and process take from 1 minute to several hours. Of course, the required time may vary by 1 digit or 2 digits depending on the type of product, so just take this as a way of thinking. Let's try to find the applicable cases in the actual work. Can you give any examples of third leg?
I suppose reaching out for the materials and grabbing the materials are the applicable cases.
That's right. Can you give any examples of motion?
I think placing the materials and adjusting the position are.
That's right. Can you give any examples of elemental work?
Installing the materials to the jig, isn't it?
You are right. Can you give any examples of operation?
I think conveyance of the materials in plating are the applicable cases.
That's right. Can you give any examples of process?
I suppose welding, assembly, processing, and painting are the cases.
You are right. The output is like the product such as engine.
It is getting bigger and bigger, isn't it?
Take a reference about above criteria, and if there are too many different categories in the analysis, you have to feel, something seems wrong.
Now, we make a summary of today's lecture. The target of IE is 4M+1I. The perspective of 4M+1I refers to man, material, machine, method and information. Time of the production activities in one day can be classified into basic production time, time caused by poor product design, time caused by poorly designed production line, time caused by poor work progress, time caused by poor management and time caused by operators' problems. It is important to reduce the time that doesn't create value other than the basic production time. And there is size in work and it gets bigger in the order of third, motion, elemental work, operation, process and output. Special attention should be paid that analyzing things of different sizes based on the same hierarchy is one of the mistakes that IE beginners often make. That's all about today's lecture. So, see you at the next theme.